Back to a brand new video, and today we're going over the WWE subreddit. It's been like 2 weeks since we gone over it, and SummerSlam just happened last weekend, so why not see what has been happening on it. Before we end this, a big thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button if you are new, because I'm on the road to 5 subscribers. Really like to get there before the end of the year. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Vince McMahon's Bentley after crashing it on the Parkway in Connecticut. Oh my god. Yo, my god. Yo, he messed this car. Is this also for real? For real? Is this actually his car? If so, he messed this car up bad. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, I didn't even know you could mess this car. I didn't know you could what happened? Like, I know he got in a car accident, but how did his 2 front tires get destroyed? Why? Like, how is this protected? Like, how did this part get? I don't even know. But yeah, Vince, it's time to put up your. It's time to give away your license. Yeah, it's time for Vince McMahon's license to go. I'm watching the movie Destroyer 2018 with Nicole Kidman, and look who showed up on scene with her. Yo, it's Solo Sikoa. Yeah, that's when Solo had the braids. Oh my god, bro, Solo. Bro, Solo looks way different, bro. Still had the tattoos and stuff, but yeah, bro, that's crazy. I didn't even know Solo's in a movie. Not surprised, though, because we already know, like, Solo's part of the bloodline, so of course he's gonna end up in the movie somehow, way one into the other. But I didn't know he was gonna be. I didn't know he was in the movie. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Dang. I think eventually, though, all the Samoans are gonna be in every single movie ever imaginable. So yeah. American crowds versus international crowds discussion. Okay, SmackDown in Montreal, Canada tonight, and I know that's not part of the United States, but we need to have this conversation. What needs to happen so that it sounds as loud as it did tonight? I tried and watch every week. I try and watch every week, but the difference is obviously easy to see. I'm assuming they don't get as many shows. Is the going to be the number one reason why on here? But what else? What else do you think factors into this? Seeing a baby face hitting hard AF tonight. Obviously, I know my reading was absolute garbage, but I think one of the factors is I honestly don't think that's because of reasons. I think Montreal, well, Canada and like the United States are very close together. Like literally, you just need to take a plane ride to get there. Depending on where you live, you probably could literally drive there. But enough of that. I don't think that. I feel like Montreal, Toronto, Canada in general gets the amount the same as like a United States crowds get. But I did know something because I feel like the only real city in Montreal or in North America that really makes noises is Montreal, and this is all for North America. So Montreal makes noise, Chicago, Los Angeles, I think, New York, and literally I feel like those are the only 4 cities in like North America that actually make noise. Toronto doesn't make noise. They are not as loud as now. Montreal is very big though. Don't know exactly what is about Montreal that like does that, but I know Chicago always makes noise. You could tell because Charlotte Flair got booed out of the building. But yeah, only those couple of cities in North America actually make a bunch of noise. So I don't know like why Montreal has like a makes it as loud as it does, but I don't know. Not all of Canada sounds like that because I've seen shows in Canada before. Like I've watched them on TV, and not all of them. Like Toronto is not that loud compared to Montreal. Vancouver, I'm pretty sure, is not as loud as Toronto or is Montreal. So I don't know. I think it's just Montreal. It has like a different environment in that. I don't really know. I really wanted heel Cena to continue. R-Truth, if you're back on, then I'm back. Cena, you start acting weird for 5 months. You change your hair, and you remember you made that kid in Brussels cry. It's good to have you back. This might have been the funniest segment of the year. Yeah, that was hilarious. That John Cena literally gaslighting R-Truth to really think that R-Truth was turned heel from 5 months ago and made the kid in Brussels cry and try to become 17-time world champion. It was crazy. So yeah, I can't believe R-Truth also, I think, fell for that too, by the way. That's, I don't know. Someone tell me how R-Truth fell for that? Roster draft. Are we having a draft at this point? You have LA Knight going to Raw, Sammy coming to SmackDown, and not just them. It's a bunch. It's a jumbled up mess. There isn't a clear line in this roster that these are Raw superstars and these are SmackDown ones. I personally want to draft. It's become desperate for them at this point, especially for the tag team division. Not to mention, there are even some NXT superstars who need to be called up too. I feel like the draft, honestly, I don't care about the draft, honestly. I feel like if they went without the WWE draft, I feel like it would be fine. Number one, first off, we literally just had LA Knight go off to Raw because who cares? First off, it's a waste of time because normally nobody really changes. The last draft in 2024, WWE draft, nothing changed. We literally had a pick wasted on Seth Rollins. Just stayed on Raw. He literally stayed on Raw. Why would you waste a pick on Seth Rollins and he just stay on Raw? Like, it makes no sense. It's just this only like a couple switches happened. And the last time like major switches happened was in 2023 when we had the Raw Women's Champion go to SmackDown and the SmackDown Women's Champion go to Raw. That's literally the only thing big that happened. So there's really no point if they're never going to actually do anything special for the draft. Also, I feel like you can just call up NXT superstars when you think they're ready. You don't need a big celebrity draft to do that. So I think you should just keep them up when they're ready, and we don't need a draft. That's 0% chance, but thoughts on rewinding the scenario? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, obviously there's a 0% chance because Batista already said he's never coming back to wrestle again. Because he actually said he'd rather go broke than ever wrestle again for money. So that's how you know committed this man is. But would not hate it if he was able to come back. But since he's never going to come back, it's sad. But honestly, I wouldn't hate it. What do you think of WWE planning for 2 WrestleManias in 2027, with one being in Saudi Arabia? Honestly, I do not care. I don't care. I'm getting 2 WrestleManias. If I'm getting 2, I don't care. I want 2 WrestleManias. I want 3 WrestleManias if they could give me 2 WrestleManias. You understand me? Also, plus, this is gonna be on ESPN. This is great. You'd get these. First off, wouldn't you want 2 WrestleManias? Wouldn't you want 2 more WrestleManias? If you're paying $30 a month to watch PLEs, you want as many PLEs as you want for $30. 2 WrestleManias for $30 for a month is worth it. Also, the Saudi Arabian government is pushing The Rock as the main attraction. By the way, if we get The Rock as the main attraction at WrestleMania, the Super WrestleMania, that probably, I think we might get the Roman Reigns versus Rock. By the way, are we really gonna have The Rock be wrestling in 2027? I don't know about that. In 2027, WWE might do 2 WrestleManias with one taking place in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi is pushing for The Rock to main event. Yeah, just a bunch of things. Yeah. Wait, a huge entertainment event just signed for 2027. Big surprise to be announced soon. Oh. Yep. Yeah, it's already happening. Yeah, it's already confirmed though. So honestly, I'm just gonna tell you right now, don't care. if you're paying $30 a month for ESPN just to watch wrestling, at least you're getting as much as stuff out of it. So getting 2 WrestleManias in 1 year for $30 a month on ESPN, that's worth it, in my opinion. Also, it's also good for me since I get post more content about WWE. It's also good for content creators, so that's why I like it. Watching SmackDown, and they just did a promo about ESPN deal. At the end, I heard Joe Test say something. He said ESPN will be the home of select PLE, so it sounds like not all of them will be on ESPN. How many won't be on there? Where will the ones not on ESPN be? That's interesting because I did not hear Joe Testator say that. But if that, huh? Interesting. I didn't hear him say that, but like, if that's true, I wonder. Like, obviously, the Saturday night's main events will be on Peacock and NBC. They'll be on there. So they won't be on ESPN. I'm gonna guess like the big, like obviously Royal Rumble will probably be on ESPN. Elimination Chamber will be on not Elimination, maybe Elimination Chamber. WrestleMania, maybe Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, obviously. If we're doing the big four, then it would be Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and Big Three would be Big Three: Rumble, Mania, and SummerSlam. Big Four, and also Survivor Series, but Big Four, Big Three. I feel like the Royal Rumble will obviously be. I don't know where they would be then. Maybe Netflix? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it says something. I thought they were all going to be on ESPN. Which, by the way, if not all of them are going to be on ESPN, what's the point of paying $30? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's just a way you could pay $30 to watch the show and then cancel it. You know what I'm saying? If actually, I kind of like this. If it's not all the PLEs are going to be on ESPN, just like the big three, that makes sense. That honestly is better than, all the PLEs where you can only pay, you have to pay $30 to watch the PLE, and then like a WrestleMania, for example, and you have to pay $30 just to watch it, and then you cancel it right after, so you don't pay the entire month. That actually kind of makes sense. That actually be good, I feel like. But I don't think that's how that deal works. We'll find more information closer to the year on when that app, like that new ESPN app that all the PLEs are going to be on. But we find out. Tiffany Stratton hardly wrestles on SmackDown. Why is she never wrestling on SmackDown? All there's been doing with her is a 3-minute backstage segment every week. Are they giving her the Brock Lesnar treatment? Come on. This is honestly a simple, easy answer. Triple H does not book wrestlers, Triple H does not book champions to wrestle on TV. He doesn't. Look at Cody Rhodes' mostly entire 300 plus title reign, 365 plus day title reign. He only wrestled on TV like a couple of times. And it's basically been this. Tiffany Stratton has wrestled more than wrestle on TV more than Cody Rhodes. But Triple H, for some reason, hates when wrestlers wrestle on weekly television. The only really championship I feel like doesn't have that problem is honestly the World Heavyweight Championship, because that I've seen it even change hands on a Raw. Like, that's a championship that I honestly could see be changing on a Raw on a weekly basis. But I don't know. Triple H just doesn't like his champions be booked on matches on TV. The only thing he likes his champions to do are cut promos. Like, I don't understand it. Get the champions. I don't know. Just get the champions to wrestle at least twice a month on TV. And now, they wrestle more on house shows when they have that, but at least let him wrestle at least 3 to 2 times a week, bro. We're gonna ignore Truth's character story fumble. Yes. Yes, we are, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are. Because WWE, for how the hell do you got these? Okay. Anyway, yes, because that was a massive failure, and honestly, can we be real? The only real, R-Truth is the okay. The fans saw the WWE was releasing R-Truth, but nobody wanted the Ron killings. Everyone wanted R-Truth. We wanted back the funny comedic guy who makes everyone laugh. We didn't want that serious character. And Triple H doesn't want that. Triple H wanted to release him. The WWE got backlash for it. Nick kind of to rehire him. And it's all that. So we had to put it back. And yes. Yes, WWE's going to ignore it. And they're going to pretend that we never ever heard any of it. Right? I'm surprised WWE doesn't take down some of their videos once in a while. I'm surprised they don't. But yes, WWE is going to take a magical pen, wave it in front of our eyes, and then boom, it's all going to be gone. And let's be honest, we are going to forget about R-Truth cutting his hair from a year or two from now. So, Triple H is just Vince 2.0, and in some ways, he's worse. Oh God, I can't wait to hear this. Whew. Can we stop pretending Triple H is a flawless savior of WWE? The dude is basically Vince with a different haircut, and in some ways is worse. Okay. He still fumbles talent, drops storylines like they never existed, and can't keep constant booking to save his life. Okay. Vince was better at making big moments actually feel big, like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. He knew how to turn a wrestler into a larger-than-life attraction. Long-term feuds actually had a payoff, had an actual payoff, even if the journey was messy. He could create a mainstream buzz that made WWE feel like it's a thing to watch. Okay, Triple H does have the edge in match quality across the card, being more consistent. He gives mid-card talent a chance instead of the same 4 guys every week. He gives the main card talent a chance instead of the same 4 guys every week. A presentation is cleaner and more polished. There are more variety in styles and matches pacing instead of just the same house style. Triple H is more subtle with his mistakes, but he still drops the ball in the same way Vince did. The truth is, we traded chaos for consistency, but the consistency is still full of holes. I mean, I'd rather have Triple H than Vince. Come on, hold on. Look at this guy. He said the same Vince that had the suffering succotash and the dog food is the best storylines and the story progression. I've been watching since the Attitude Era mostly, and stopped storylines happened all the damn time. It's nothing new in wrestling at all, and I still want to see what happens when WWE has a consistent booking. Yeah. I think this guy is honest. This guy right here, Slime05. I honestly think he's just mad that his favorite guys aren't the top or main eventers. Honestly, I think that's what we had. By the way, Triple H is okay. Vince in his prime was phenomenal. But he still pretended like the fans didn't matter. Triple H, he cares what the fans think sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. He puts on better matches. The feuds are kind of mostly better. And also, what we have right now in Triple H is way better than what we had in early 2022 and in the 2010s. Come on, we had Roman Reigns being covered in dog food when Vince was booking this stuff. Are we really being serious right now that Vince or Triple H is is Vince 2.0? No, no, no. We aren't having this, bro. We aren't having this conversation. Because if Triple H was Vince 2.0, we would see Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and Jey Uso be covered in dog food saying suckering, succotash. Like, what does that mean? Suffering, succotash? What does that even mean? And also, let's not forget, the 6-man tag team matches main eventing every single Monday Night Raw. Remember that? Yeah, I don't think you do. Because it was garbage. So, yeah. Triple H has his mistakes, yes. But, still way better than 2010s, early 2020s Vince. And don't let me. By the way, I'm not saying that Vince didn't have good storylines in the 2010s and early 2020s, but not all of them were good. I'm just saying, like the Jey Uso Roman Reigns storyline in 2020, phenomenal. He did a great job at that. Vince made a great job at that, making the matches very, very good. But we still had a lot of pooper matches. And I think Vince is somehow still worse. Also, we can't really forget that Vince loved his muscly guys. Triple H does not care how you look. He just cares if you're good in the ring. So, yeah. Also, Triple H, one thing I think Vince did better than you is make Drew McIntyre a world champion. Okay, I'm a Cody Rhodes glazer, but we need to put the title on him at Clash in Paris. We need to put him on it. We need to have Cody drop the title in Clash in Paris, and then he can go off film Street Fighter, and then he can come back, feud with Drew McIntyre, and get the belt back and become a 3-time world champion. I thank you! Calling it now. John Cena extends his retirement tour to 2026. Okay, what does this guy say? With only 11 appearances left, I'm blanking WWE will what the banking that I'm banking WWE will extend Cena's retirement after ads on the ring, ladders, and tables, the ESPN deal, and Saudi Mania. I think the tour is too lucrative to cut short. No. See, Cena's the only wrestler I've ever believed in that when he said he's retired, he's done. He's never coming back. I've always believed that John Cena's retiring after he's done. He's done. He's never coming back after this. Now, 11 appearances left. Still a lot of time. I also think that there's nothing that WWE could do to John Cena or have to pay John Cena to have him keep retiring into 2026. Because John Cena has already said multiple times his body can no longer do this. He wants to wrestle. He wants to wrestle as he can. Like, right now, he can wrestle at peak stardom. But if he goes into 2026, he's no longer physically able to. Like, he can already feel his body giving out on him, and he wants to get this last year in, and then he can retire before his body gives out on him fully. So I think John Cena will not be extending his retirement tour to 2026, but I also don't think that John Cena will do it. I think he will decline all types of money. I feel like John Cena is the wrestler that will decline as much. If WWE offered John Cena like a $25 billion to wrestle again, he will say no. Because John Cena already be making a lot of money from the movies, and it doesn't affect John Cena's career, right? But yeah. Oh, let's see what these people. Cena will come back for future matches, but I just don't expect him to be on TV regularly anymore. He still is a big draw, great champion, and well. Wrestlers never really retire. Okay, buddy. I don't think so. He may be big, but I don't see him taking space on a stage that big, which is legit for others to shine. He may be instant or insta. But why can't I speak today? He may be instead Hall of Famer, but I don't see him getting back in the ring in any capacity than to make an appearance. December is the end. True. Wait, what the? Don't care. Let's make way for Ryback. What? Ryback? Why do you? Okay, buddy. Anyway, why you? Never mind. By the way, I agree with this guy. I honestly think he might be he'd be headlining 2026. He's Hall of Fame. I think he will. Also, yeah, December is the end for him. This guy is just goofy and wants to see more John Cena. That's what the guy is. So, yeah. Tired of lazy writing. Oh boy. Like how easy was it for Logan Paul to come in and set up that match at Clash in Paris? He should have at least laid into the point of them being tag team partners less than 2 months ago. Could have probed logistical questions while asking John why he had the sudden change of heart. Could have said John was turning babyface only to pattern to Hollywood studios and protect his brand and future partnerships, etc. Could have talked about how John was a mentor to him backstage because he was finally being his true full self during the heel turn. Could have brought up The Rock as well to lay into the Hollywood stuff. There's so much that could have been done, but no. How does that sound, Montreal? Like, as a heel, why are you even asking the crowd for approval? You're supposed to be logistical. This is so dumb. First off, WWE. Okay, let's figure out. The Rock is the number one problem in this entire thing. The Rock was the entire reason for the John Cena heel turn. He wasn't there to finish off the thing. He wasn't there to continue it. He wasn't there to do anything. The Rock is the problem. The Rock. All the blame goes on The Rock for not showing up. John Cena, was turned heel, but then The Rock decided not to show up to work for the next 5 months. And it's all his fault because he basically caused the John Cena heel turn to be so trash. And now, when everyone looks back in the main event of WrestleMania 41 of John Cena winning the Never Seen 17, you see him standing next to Travis Scott instead of The Rock. That's The Rock. It's The Rock's fault that John Cena's heel turn was so bad. Or heel turn and heel run was mostly bad, but it started getting good towards the end. But it's the reason why the John Cena heel turn didn't work as well as anyone thought it was going to work. Also, John, honestly, I don't care. I really don't care how the writing of it turned out. Because we're getting John Cena in Clash in Paris, and I honestly don't mind Logan Paul taking on John Cena. Because Logan Paul has said that he wanted to face John Cena at WrestleMania even, but he didn't get that, so he getting a Clash in Paris. Honestly, I also hate this Logan Paul hate, because Logan Paul is literally one of the best wrestlers in WWE. Like, he's better than some wrestlers, actually. So I hate this hate for Logan Paul. I know he's like a real not good person in real life, but in storyline perspective, bro, this man is great. He has charisma. He's good on the mic. He's good in the ring. He can literally do everything a WWE superstar is meant to do. So why you guys hate him so much? Just because he just has, like, controversies that you guys hate him so much that you, like, pretend that he's not good in the ring, he's not good on the microphone? Like, stop that. Actually remove the person from the artist. Like, remove the wrestler from the actual person. That's how it should be. That's how it should be for Hulk Hogan too. Remove the wrestler from the person. That's how it should be, bro. The wrestler, Hulk Hogan, good dude, great dude. Terry Bollea, I think I don't really care how you say his last name because I'll have to be honest here. Terry, terrible, bad person. Hulk Hogan, great star, made wrestling what it is today. You need Logan Paul, the wrestler, great in ring and phenomenal wrestler and great on the mic. Logan Paul, the person, absolute scammer slash. Okay, I'm not gonna bring up the Japan incident. Scammer. You need to separate them. If you don't separate them, you're just gonna get mad at yourself. But we don't need to bring up Hollywood stuff for John Cena. I feel like we also should just take away the Hollywood stuff from John Cena, bro. But it's fine. Also, how does that sound, Montreal? I don't even remember what you're yapping about. And honestly, these people over here are just complaining because they don't have their favorite person as WWE champion. I guarantee you, if you had a bunch of these people who were complaining about the lazy writing, they would literally have John Cena be champion right now. They would probably make Cena. They would probably have appearances for Cena until WrestleMania 42. They would literally be bad. They would be worse at writing WWE than Triple H's. I'd rather have Vince McMahon than these people on Reddit, Twitter, and all of these places complaining about, oh my god, the writing is absolute garbage. Oh my god. Like, bro, stop complaining. Let's be honest here. Let's stop complaining about the writing because the writing is better than it's ever been. Sorry. Also, you're probably trash at writing too. Also, if you're tired of this lazy writing, go watch a different wrestling company. Watch AEW. Watch TNA. Actually, TNA is basically WWE. But watch any other wrestling company that's not WWE, bro. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. And this was the longest segment ever. So anyway, guys, that's all I have, guys, for today. Leave your comments below what you guys thought about this Reddit video, and leave your comments below about that guy who's complaining about writing. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.